guys, it's Connie. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. I have the super cool fully electric Rivian R1S this week. This is a 3-row electric SUV, and come check out this cool frunk. It is 11 cubic feet. It's huge. And we've got our storage for our power cord in here. This can be used as a cooler for ice because it has a drain in it. We even have a multi-level storage. This actually gets held open with magnets, so it's really secure. And then we have a little cargo net, and this is where you add your windshield washer fluid. Really, really cool. I love that it's power, and it's just super unique. We've got Rivian badging everywhere. You'll see the badge everywhere, including in these very cool headlights. Have you ever seen this shape on another car? No, of course you haven't, because it is super unique for Rivian. We have a light bar all across the front here. When I'm charging it, I've been charging it at home overnight. This, while it's charging and on, this flashes green. It looks pretty cool. Listen to the lock sound. It's like a bird. And I read somewhere that that is actually a recorded bird sound from Yellowstone Park. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, lighting, super cool, very different. This has the adventure pack, so we get the tow hooks. It has the off-road pack, which means we have giant tires and 20-inch wheels, which I will say gives this a very bumpy ride. I would love to experience this with a lower profile tire, bigger wheels, a little sportier perhaps than this off-road. But this, with the off-road, has a huge air suspension lift from 8 inches, right now it's in sport mode, all the way to 15 inches of ground clearance when it's in off-road mode, which means you can water forward up to 39 inches in this Rivian R1S. It is an adventure vehicle. It's built for off-road adventure and can still have 3 rows of passengers in it. Let's talk about this color. This is limestone. All of Rivian's colors are based on nature. They are all about sustainability and nature, hence the bird tweeting lock sound. And the yellow badging, or the yellow accents you'll see, not badging, yellow wheels, yellow accents, indicate that this has the adventure trim, which is actually currently the only trim available. Let's talk about availability. I know some friends who ordered this in October of 2021. And it will just be getting delivered to them in October through December of this year, 2023. I took them for a ride along. Keep watching. I have some video with them in the car with me on their ride along. Their first impression, the very first time they saw this car, touched it, even though they ordered it a 1.5 years ago, is their first experience with it. We also get this really cool charge door on the front of the Rivian. I just love the way it opens and closes. It just looks really cool. Also, we have 11 cameras, 12 sensors, and 5 radars on this thing that will continue to evolve the advanced driver assist features like the adaptive cruise that it already has. But the semi-autonomous driving features will just continue to improve with over-the-air updates for this Rivian as well. All right, let's go for a drive in this Rivian R1S. It is a quad motor, meaning all motors on electric motors on all 4 wheels, giving it 835 horsepower and over 900 pound-feet of torque. Meaning, are you ready?
Nope.
Meaning it will get you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. How crazy is that, considering this thing is 7,000 pounds? Crazy. Anyway, as I already mentioned, a bit of a bouncy ride, big off-road tires on here. The suspension feels bouncy and soft to me, even though I have it on the stiff sport setting. I would like to experience it with different tires and wheels and see if that changes the way I feel about the ride or drive experience. I will also mention I have a hard time getting my perfect driving position in this. I don't know if it's because it's so big or if I can't get the seat quite far enough forward where I like it, but it's been a bit strange getting into it every day this week and trying to figure out how I need to adjust the seat. I feel like almost every time. Another little Easter egg, shall we say, in the door here is a little flashlight. And it's not just a flashlight. This is the 7,777th battery cell that actually helps power the Rivian R1S. How cool is that? One of the cool things about this car, and I love this about some electric cars, is that the moment I unlock it, it turns on, and the moment I lock it, it turns off. There's no on-off button inside, and it also, the moment I lock it, these door handles pop in, and it's really nice and sleek along the sides, and then when I unlock it, they pop out and they stay open, indicating the car is actually on as well. Super boxy body style, as you can see, but that means you have a ton of headroom in here and a ton of cargo space. Okay, and we have a power lift gate, and it's clamshell style, which I really like because when I throw my groceries back here, they don't go rolling out when I open the rest of the gate here. So you can go tailgating. We have storage underneath here, and we have a spare. Now the spare tire is an option, and it is flat right now. It needs to be filled, but we have an air compressor right here, which is super cool. So we can use the air compressor to fill the spare or to fill other things, or camping or beach balls or whatever you want to use the air compressor for. We have our power center here and a power folding second row seats. As you can see, there is a significant amount of space behind the third row, and this boxy shape lends itself to a ton of cargo space back here behind the third row as well. The floor, the seats, all 5 passenger seats back here also fold flat, and you can use this as kind of a ramp so that it is a more even surface than right now with that lip there. But also, listen to this sound, another unique sound with this. Can you hear that? It's because I didn't close this all the way. And there we go. Super functional. Okay, we have plenty of space back here, lots of headroom. I love the giant fixed glass roof. It looks amazing. And then we have these cool hooks back here and USB-C chargers right here in the back of the driver's seat. Cool pockets with really neat accents, and we have 4-zone climate control. One thing I will mention is this is a vegan leather interior, so it's not real leather, it's vegan. They are all about sustainability. And then this wood trim you'll see more of it in the front, is an option, but I absolutely love it in this dark interior. I've seen the lighter interior on pictures and video, and it looks really great as well. I'm curious what I'll have for an interior next week on the R1T. All right, super easy, and let's pull this up. Okay, I haven't even been back here yet. The seat is really low to the ground. It's very firm. Let's see how much legroom I have. Not bad. I don't know if that's all the way back though. All right. One of the things I will say I absolutely adore is that there is a sunroof back here for the third row. And even though it doesn't have a cover, it is quite tinted. And I absolutely adore that there is a sunroof in the third row. I love that. And then we have vents. And I believe, yes, in this little cubby, there is USB-C ports for both sides. And then we have a little cup holder as well. And because of this boxy shape, I have a ton of headroom. I am only 5'1", but this boxy shape lends itself to more space back here overall. One of the very cool Easter eggs or hidden features is this very cool removable Bluetooth speaker. And not only is it a Bluetooth speaker, it's also a lamp. Did you hear it? It's also a lamp. So you just press the button on the back and it turns into a lamp, which is very cool for camping and adventures, which is what this Rivian is all about. I also love this center console cubby. It's the perfect spot for a purse or a tote bag. And then we have big, very functional cup holders, and I love how you can put them away. And then we have this great little storage area here, our very cool carabiner key, But you also get key cards, and it also has phone as key. So there's all these cool tech options with the Rivian. A really big center console, and 2 more USB-C chargers in there as well. Everything in here is controlled on this screen. As you can see, there's no real physical touch buttons, but once you get used to it, it's totally fine. I mean, you can even adjust these vents and the way they're pointed. If you watch right here, while I move on the screen, the vents move with my finger on the screen. So it takes a bit to get used to that, but once you do, it's really cool. The other cool thing, I mean, there's so many cool things, but the other cool thing is, of course, we have heated steering wheel, heated seat, and cooled seats. We have the beautiful wood option in here. I love the etched Rivian on the wood. And then we have the cool little launch edition badge. Hey guys, I'm on my way to my friend's house, actually my Botox doctor's house, to take them for a ride along in the Rivian R1S because they've ordered one, they're waiting for it, and they want to check it out. Okay, these are my friends Danielle and Jared. This is your first time seeing the R1S and touching it and being inside it, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
I think it looks just as good as it did on the pictures, and this particular model is the color that we ordered, so it was really good to see that in person.
Yes.
It's the limestone, and it's beautiful. I love the blue undertone and gray in it.
Good. And you ordered the quad motor as well?
Yeah, it was the only thing available at the time.
Right. Would you change your mind to go to the dual motor or... No,
you wouldn't. I'm like,
No.
I hadn't given it any thought. Yeah.
So does the 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds play anything in your desire for the quad motor?
Yeah, I like the speed. It's definitely interesting in the electric vehicles in terms of the torque that they get in that bottom. And being able to pull off the line is fun. I like my cars.
Yeah, good. How tall are you, Jared?
6 feet.
You're 6 feet tall, and you look like you have a ton of headroom back there.
Oh yeah, no, there's lots of room. It's nice with the big sunroof. Like,
Yes, I love the big
panoramic
sunroof. And the reason we're going for a little drive in the R1S together is because they ordered one, and it's coming this year between October and December, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And when did you order it?
So we ordered it back in, I think it was October of 2021. So almost 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's, a long time ago. So what made you order one?
It was just a girlfriend at school, or at my kid's school, in the parking lot. She's like, "Oh, someone told me about this really cool new car company that's come out, and you can pre-order them." And so I took a look at it later that night, and I put a deposit on one, because why not?
And you did that, and you did that without seeing one?
Yeah.
And without driving one?
Yeah, you couldn't at the time.
And have you driven one since?
No.
Okay. Were you looking for an electric SUV?
Not really. We had pre-looked at the one of the Teslas, so it wasn't off our radar, but it wasn't like, I don't really need a new vehicle yet. It's not something that we really needed. If it hadn't popped up on my radar, I would probably never have ordered one.
But we have the 3 kids, so we wanted something that was big enough, and electric was becoming, enticing anyway. And this is the only one in that market that sort of fits a big vehicle that's electric. There's nothing else in the market kind of like it, so it was interesting to me.
Yeah, it was a 7 seats too. That probably
Right.
helped sell it a bit, and it was big enough. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of this really cool Rivian R1S? There isn't a lot of electric 3-row SUV options out there yet. The Kia is coming, the Mercedes has a 3-row option, but it's not really that big. It's not like a full-size 3-row SUV. The Model X and the Model Y from Tesla have a 3rd row, but they're not boxy, they're not big in terms of cargo room and towing capability. Speaking of towing, this one can tow up to 7,700 pounds. The R1T pickup truck can tow a little more. But in terms of 3-row electric SUVs, there isn't a lot out there yet. What do you think of this one? This is not cheap. This is a very luxurious 3-row SUV, fully electric, lots of range, lots of power, and you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it. This one, as tested, is about 98,000 US dollars and 139,000 Canadian dollars. So again, luxury, lots of cool tech. I haven't even talked about over-the-air updates. So this will get over-the-air software updates on a regular basis, just like Tesla and lots of other high-tech EVs out there. And Volvo, I forgot about Volvo. There's the EX90 coming as well. I have not seen that one in it. I have not been in it yet, so I can't compare it. But what do you think? Leave me a question or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.